episode of What's Happening at NCI. I'm your host, Olivia Garrett, and today we have with us two awesome guests. We have Kelly Rowland and Sarah Hodges. Both of them are from Visit Martinsville. Welcome, Sarah and Kelly.
Hello.
Thank you.
Well, so to kick things off, we like to start our episodes with introducing our guests, learning a little bit more about who they are, what they do in the community, that kind of thing. So we'll just jump right in, and I'll let y'all introduce yourselves. So who wants to go first? Sarah, Kelly?
So Kelly Rowland, I'm the Assistant Director of Tourism for Visit Martinsville. Born and raised here in Martinsville, Henry County, and I love it. So super excited to have a job where I can really just promote our area and all the things that I love about it.
I'm Sarah Hodges. I'm the Director of Tourism and Talent Development for the Martinsville-Henry County Economic Development Corporation. Also born and raised in Martinsville-Henry County. I moved away for about 14 years and moved back in 2017 for this role that I'm currently doing with Economic Development and Tourism.
Yeah, and you had some pretty fun jobs prior to, right?
I did.
Worked at Disney.
Hospitality.
Yeah. And you've been able to bring all that back here. That's
All
awesome.
the magic.
Yeah, well, good. Well, we're really excited to have y'all and learn a little bit more about you. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Y'all are from Visit Martinsville. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about what Visit Martinsville does, how you promote the area, kind of how it fits into that puzzle of economic, community development, getting people to want to be attracted to Martinsville?
Absolutely. So Visit Martinsville is a sub-brand under the Martinsville-Henry County Economic Development Corporation. And our mission is really to promote our area, our outdoor assets, our venues, our racetrack, our lakes, our streams, everything to folks who don't live here in hopes that they will travel to our community, attend our events, our festivals, spend some time overnight, and then head back home. And this does generate tax revenue for our community to be used and helps support the businesses and the events that we host here.
That's really cool. And so how do you work with like those businesses that are tourism oriented? Like, is it just kind of word of mouth they come to you, or how does that work?
So we try, and Kelly really kind of heads this up as kind of the one that goes out and meets with folks. When we hear of someone opening a new business or expanding or having anything like that, we try to reach out to them, go to their shop, do a site visit, or their restaurant, just a shop example, and do a site visit, connect with them, let them know about the resources that we have, let them know about the resources available at the state level, so the Virginia Tourism Corporation, Virginia's for
Like
Lovers.
grants and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Grants, marketing support, workshops, things that can help them be more accessible and more available to not only our community but people that visit the community.
And y'all are really active on social media too. I know, Beth in your office always has a camera when I see her around town, and yeah.
Absolutely. Social media is big for us. Websites, we have monthly calendars, relocation guides, activity guides, lots of materials that we can send to people, as well as sending to all visitor centers in the state, as well as the state welcome centers.
That's awesome. And so you guys do operate, you're promoting locally, but you're connected into those like regional and statewide tourism operations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of our data shows that the majority of our out-of-state guests come from North Carolina, as you can figure, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, things like that. So we really want to try to hit those markets that border us or almost border us. For the road trip destination, which has continued to be more popular after COVID.
Yeah, I can totally see that. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, particularly post-COVID, really got back into the outdoors, which Henry County and Martinsville have a lot of, which I know we'll get into more, but that's really cool.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we enjoy it.
Yeah. All right, well, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with Sarah and Kelly about the tourism that Martinsville and Henry County has to offer. And we're back to What's Happening at NCI. For those of you who are just now joining us, we have with us today two representatives from Visit Martinsville. We have Sarah Hodges and Kelly Rowland. In the first segment of our episode, we did an overview of what tourism is like in Martinsville and Henry County. And now we're going to jump into a little bit more of the nuts and bolts and talk about what kind of touristy opportunities that Martinsville and Henry County have to offer. So y'all tell us a little bit about about what people are interested in when they come to Martinsville.
So I really think what we see a lot and what we hear feedback wise is a lot of our outdoor recreation. So we pride ourselves on being we like to say outdoors for all community. You know, we don't have your class 5 rapids, but we do have class 1 to 2 rapids that anybody at any beginner level can just hop on the river. Actually got on the river for the first time in a kayak myself last week, and I didn't flip out, so I was excited.
Or flip over.
That. And so, you know, just the accessibility for people, for visitors, you know, all the things that there are to do. Fishing, kayaking, we have a wonderful and beautiful trail, the Dick and Willie Passage Trail. So we just did an expansion on that and added about 3 miles to that trail, and it is beautiful. It is so scenic.
Is this the part on Spruce Street where there's
Yes.
like the new like pedestrian kind of walkway across the street? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Beautiful and scenic. Amazing, just walks by the river. It is, you can bike it, you can walk it. Again, accessible for all kinds. Whatever your skill level, you can run. Do your half marathon almost on our entire trail system that we have. And also, we just opened up a brand new bike barn. So the YMCA operates the bike barn.
Cool.
They just opened up a new building where a visitor or anybody who's local can go to the bike barn, just sign in, and they have bikes for any size, children all the way up to adults. And all your gear, so your helmets and everything for free. And this is a free opportunity. Yes.
Okay, I don't think I realized that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And so they don't have to like register in advance. They can literally just like walk up to the bike barn and get a bike.
Yep. And we actually were able, as a family, to take advantage of this. We had bikes, but at the time, my daughter, she was like 1, so she can't bike. And they have I'm not sure what the proper name for it is, but the little attachment you can hook to the bike. And they have a couple of those there also for free. So we're able to,
Well, that's really handy.
to use that.
Well, and that's good too, because you know, like me, I'm thinking like having out of town guests and things like
Yes.
that, and you like kind of run out of, you know, what are we gonna do? The weather's nice, then you don't even have to really make a plan. Just show up at the bike barn and
Right.
get a bike and go on the trail and do fun stuff.
Yes.
That's easy.
It's such a wonderful, asset that we have here. And just some ways that we, or upcoming projects and ways that Visit Martinsville tries to, promote our area and draw in and really bring in the visitor and show them all that we have to offer with the outdoor rec. We've done countless photo shoots. We actually have another coming up in June. So if you guys want to be, or a casting call.
Ooh, this is your time to shine.
Yes. Biking, hiking, kayaking, email tourism@yesmartinsville.com if you're interested. We're going to be doing this photo shoot June 4th and 5th.
Oh, cool.
So super cool project. And, visitors, they love to see all of the wonderful things happening here. We just brought in Jessica Bowser with the Virginia Outdoors podcast. And
cool.
so she came in for a few days, spent some time here, and we're able to show her everything that there is to do in Martinsville, Henry County.
Oh, that's good, because she has a great podcast. I've listened to it before.
Actually,
she really does a good, a thorough job.
Yes, and our episode just dropped today on all platforms, so check it out. It's super exciting. She was able to not just come here for the outdoors, but she was able to go to the museums and check out Piedmont Arts and Virginia Museum of Natural History. She was able to stay at a local B&B here.
Oh, cool.
Ground floor.
Yep, check out Ground Floor, Railway Cafe, get on the trail. She utilized the bike barn. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, cool. Well, so obviously, we know how awesome Martinsville is because we live here and enjoy it all the time. And it's great to learn about, all these outdoor destinations, because I feel like you think you know about something, but then it's like, I didn't know the bike barn was free. I knew there was a bike barn, but so how can people learn more about these resources?
So checking out visitmartinsville.com. It's a one-stop for everything you need to know. We have everything on there from upcoming events to, what's new in our blog section, to, listings for shops, restaurants, things to do, all the things. We obviously, to Sarah's mention earlier, we have a wonderful event calendar here. We have a relocation guide and destination guide. So lots of ways to find out information. And one really cool thing about our website, visitmartinsville.com, is we have a trip planner widget. So yeah, you can go on and plan out your whole trip before you even arrive. So
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. So we talked about the bike barn, which I'm excited to know about, but what is, just like off the top of your head, what's that like really underrated thing that people need to know more about and do? Something like newbies could do, or people that, you know, have been here a long time and just maybe haven't gone there.
So I do think that the bike barn was kind of something we talked about, but so Smith River RV Park,
Oh, okay.
they just expanded, or maybe it's a separate brand within there. Anyway, it's called Smith River Adventures.
Oh.
So you can actually go there and you can float. They have tubes there you
love
can
a
rent.
float.
So cool. And so everything's there for you. You can park your car there. They have the access points there. You can get on the river. And they actually are offering new this summer kayaking. So if you're in town, you don't have your own kayak, you know, you're like, there's no outfitter in town. How, you know, I don't want to bring my own. They actually are offering float trips.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So like the inner tube floats, or just the kayaks, or both?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice too, because I mean, not everybody has like a car rack where they can just haul
Right.
a big kayak around.
And I don't think a lot of people maybe would necessarily know because they're like, oh, this is an RV park. You have to be
Right.
you have to be camping here to utilize this, but you don't. And so if you check out SmithRiverAdventures.com, I believe is their website, you can get all the information. So
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, well, what else? Name more stuff. Well, awesome. Well, so thank you very much for sharing the, you know, tidbits about what people like to do when they're, you know, touring around Martinsville, and even people that live here, what they can do. I've also seen another initiative that y'all are starting, a young professionals group, right?
Kelly
So
Rowland.
what's that about?
Yes, so the Martinsville Henry County YoPro group started a couple months back. We compiled a list of emails of people that kind of fit the age range 25 to 40 to get them together to say, what are your thoughts? What do you think this program could be successful? What would you like to do? What would you want? And from that came the program that we're running now, which is currently meeting monthly. But going into next year, we think quarterly might be the right way to go. We're still kind of figuring the timing out. But it's really a group that is trying to bring together young professionals that either live or work in Martinsville, Henry County, so they can get to know each other, find other people with similar interests, and kind of create a home for people if maybe they're not from the area. And it is targeted to 25 to 40-year-olds, but of course, if you're 45, you're perfectly welcome. Yes, you can be in the bubble. And I think for May, the programming was focused on personal branding, and for June, work-life balance. And then starting fiscal year 2026, we will have a calendar of mapping out those months beginning in July.
Well, and so far from what, I haven't got a chance to go yet, but I want to. Y'all have been to some pretty cool places. I think the first one was Renewal Brewing, and then the second one was at Stone Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you're new to the area or old to the area, but still young at heart, I think this is a great opportunity because you get to meet new people, you get to network, make some friends, some business connections, and then you also get to see cool places around town.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
you maybe you've never been to before.
And we also do plan a volunteer event every year as well, so that we can give back to our community in different ways. And anyone that is interested in more information or anything like that, there is a Facebook group for the YoPro, and it is MHC YoPros. And then also on the Yes Martinsville website, there's a place where you can, send an email, hey, I'm interested in learning more about this. If it's your business that wants to, connect the young folks in there, or an individual yourself.
Now, is this something that people need to become a member of, pay a due, or is it completely free?
Completely free of charge.
I like free.
We have good snacks too.
Yes,
Ah,
it
free
is.
with good snacks. Okay, who's to say no to that?
Exactly. Good point.
Good snacks, good food, good location.
Yeah.
I'm teeing it up right for me. I'll be there
Yes,
next
thank
month.
you.
Well, awesome. So we've talked about things to do in Martinsville, ways to get involved. Anything else to plug before we cut for a commercial break?
I guess I would say there are several new businesses opening in our uptown area and all throughout Henry County. Get out there, show some support, check out what they have to offer, encourage. The more and more entrepreneurs we see in our community doing these things, the better we'll all be. So that's my tidbit now, is just get out there and support the folks that are making their dreams come true.
Amen. I mean, I just saw today that the ground floor, their coffee roasting.
Yeah,
Yes, I know. That was
exciting.
awesome. Was it third shift?
Yep.
I believe so, yes.
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 That's really cool.
Very exciting. I'm
Yeah.
excited for Josh and his whole team.
Me too. Awesome. All right, well, we're going to cut for our next commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some exciting upcoming events with both Visit Martinsville and at NCI. Welcome back to What's Happening at NCI. Thank you to Sarah Hodges and Kelly Rowland from Visit Martinsville for joining us on the show today. To wrap up our show, we always like to talk about the exciting upcoming events at NCI and wherever our guest is from, and so that is Visit Martinsville. So, ladies, tell us about what's coming up in the area this summer.
Okay, well, I guess first up, certainly based on timing, is Rooster Walk. This year will be Rooster Walk 15. It's always Memorial Day weekend, so it'll begin Thursday, May 22nd, and run through Sunday, May 25th. Rooster Walk is a credible, outdoor music and arts festival. 6 stages, outdoors adventures, healing arts, yoga, a kids area, teen area, brunch, paddle boats. They continue to expand and add more offerings every year. They continue to see, 5,000-6,000 people a year. Last year, I believe they were able to track that they had folks purchase tickets from 36 different states,
Wow.
the District of Columbia, and 4 countries.
Wow.
So a huge attraction for our area. There is a playlist currently on Spotify if you want to get into the vibes of Rooster Walk and check out the music. That's on there right now. And some of this year's headliners include Trampled by Turtles, Keller Williams, Lettuce, Daniel Donato, Cosmic Country, Andy Frasco. So it's another big year that we're really excited for.
Yeah, I love going to Rooster Walk. Rooster Walk was actually one of my first introductions to Martinsville. I think I went to Rooster Walk 3
At the old location.
At the old location,
Yeah.
and I'd never really been to Martinsville, and that was really what got me interested in wanting to live here.
You're truly
It's
an
just,
OG.
it's super fun if you've never been, and y'all will have a tent set up, right?
We will be set up there. Our friends at Visit Patrick County, our friends at Visit SoCi, Virginia is for lovers. Everybody from all around us really comes out and supports it and
Yeah.
has a lot of fun doing it.
Well, it's fun to see and think about Martinsville being on this international stage
Yeah.
for music. I mean, that's just
Absolutely.
really cool.
It really is.
Well,
It's
good.
a great time.
Awesome.
And great weather this weekend.
Oh, good. Well, what else y'all got going on?
Another exciting event we have is Virginia Museum of Natural History. We'll be hosting a 2-day Dino Fest. So
nice.
this will be happening July 25th and 26th at the museum. It is, not to be cheesy, but a roaring good time. But they have literally everything from food trucks to museum tours and just cool things out in the parking lot. It truly is
It's a great family event.
yeah, a little block party at the museum. We set up there as well. Last year we had a little dino dig that you could come dig for some dino bones. Always a great time. And again, they see thousands of people come through for that too. So, and another great one we have coming up August 23rd is Smith River Fest.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This is such a fun event. You guys, I think, typically are there too. We were there, and I think new this year is, or last year actually, was Rockingham County. They came over from,
cool.
from North Carolina. So it's cool to see them there. And this truly is what you think it is, like an outdoor rec-focused festival. So they have everything there from, you can float for free. You can get on the river. They have tubes there. You can float down. They do a boat race that you can register for. They also have what they call the Helgramite Hustle. So
Oh, yeah.
mud run if you're into that.
And what is a Helgramite again?
It's like a little bug.
Like a bug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw that, I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, a little bug.
Yeah, so
Love
it's literally a 5K in the mud.
A mud bug. Mud bug.
Yes, and that's something that is additional to register for. And they do have a free kids, like a shortened,
Oh, fun.
little track for the kids to do the mud run. My daughter is like obsessed.
And the demo pool is good for people who maybe are nervous to get on the water and have never been on the water, and younger kids. They set up a demo pool. Henry County Parks and Rec guys do a stellar job during that entire festival, setting up everything. But it allows people to get into the water on a float of some sort, kayak,
paddleboard,
and kind of, you know, figure out your comfortableness. Is this something that you're going to be down with before you're in water? You're right there safe with people. So that, I think, is always a big draw too.
Awesome.
They have like tons of food trucks, rock climbing wall, bounce houses for the kids. It's truly a great event, and it is free. It is free.
Free.
Yeah. So it's fun. We have a lot of great things coming up, and that's certainly not all. Check out our website calendar on visitmartinsville.com. But these are just a few of the bigger ones.
When you said Rockingham County, it reminded me, does the Smith River go through Rockingham? No, because doesn't the Smith River cross in and out of North Carolina multiple times?
There was an initiative at one point called the Dan River State, so ST8 crossings. That's 4 communities in Virginia and 4 communities in North Carolina that all share the same waterway.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Interconnectedness.
Absolutely.
Yes. Love it. Awesome. Well, thank y'all for sharing that. And I'll jump into what's going on at NCI over the next couple weeks. This week, actually today, is the start of another wind energy industry training. We're focusing on basic safety with sea survival. It's a refresher course. This coming Friday, we're hosting a blood drive in Section C of our lecture hall from 1 to 5 p.m. You can still make an appointment if you're interested, but walk-ins are also welcome. To register, you can visit the Red Cross's website. It's redcrossblood.org, or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. This coming Monday, we're going to be closed for Memorial Day. Then following that, on Tuesday evening, NAMI is going to have their next family-to-family support group meeting. That's at 7 p.m. in room 104. That's the first floor of the Baldwin building. The Virginia Department of Education is bringing another STEM professional development opportunity to NCI on Thursday, June 5th, coming up in a few weeks. That's for teachers who teach kindergarten through 8th grade. We're always really thrilled about the educational opportunities that the Virginia Department of Education brings to NCI in Martinsville and Henry County. The Piedmont Regional Criminal Justice Training Academy, their law enforcement graduation is coming up soon, and then they are also having another immersive de-escalation training for law enforcement on June 6th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We've talked about this a few times on the show, but just as a reminder, this is an interactive simulator training, and it's open to all law enforcement, school officials, and criminal justice college students, and it focuses on using your best judgment, communication skills, and tactical proficiency to help prepare the participants for the complexities of real-life policing. You can register by scanning the QR code on the screen or by visiting the Criminal Justice Training Academy's website. And then last but not least, as I mentioned, the Piedmont Regional Criminal Justice Training Academy, they are also partnering with the Virginia Department of Emergency Management to bring a free active shooter exercise. It's a development workshop in partnership with Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service. And you can register by scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting our website, newcollegeinstitute.org. That was a lot of events between the three of us. Busy next couple of months, which is a good thing. Thank you guys again for being on the show. It's been really fun chatting with you. I didn't even mention, which I should have, visit Martinsville/the EDC. They are housed in NCI's Baldwin building on the 3rd floor. So I am lucky enough to see Sarah and Kelly all the time, which helps me stay in the know on all the fun things going on. But yeah, so thank you guys. Any final words before we cut for the day?
I would just say again, reiterate, get out there and support. We have amazing assets here, some well-known like Martinsville Speedway and Philpott Lake, our museums that Kelly referenced earlier, as well as Bassett Historical and our Fahey Museum that just offers such great content and amazing exhibits. Wineries and breweries, Hamlet Vineyard and Renewal Brewing Uptown. So we do have a lot of great things. The Tad Space, the Tad Tavern has great events. So just be positive, get out there and support folks that are out here providing us all of these great assets, and enjoy your weekend. Have a safe and happy Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Anything from you, Kelly?
Just be sure, check out our website. See if there's something you come across that you're not familiar with. Try something new, a new shop, a new restaurant, new attraction. We encourage that. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank y'all again. And thank you to everyone for tuning in to the latest episode of What's Happening at NCI. As a reminder, you can find out all kinds of information about us at our website, newcollegeinstitute.org, or on all social media platforms at New College Institute. And we will see you next time. Thank you.